Alright, that's the usual for me right by now. Like, for potential viewers who don't exist, it might seem like, yeah, the random once every few days, once every few whatever. But to me, it's like whenever I start walking in this park or in that park over there, which was in reach, I turn on the video camera and start rambling to it. Yeah, in some sense it's a lot nicer than before, when I would just put on a video and listen to it. So yeah, welcome back, me, you, if there is you. What can I tell about today? Today I have a short day of teaching. Like, I have one double class, which is cut 15 minutes short, and then I go to a tour in a place called the Madatek. Like, I translated it to the Science Tech Museum, with a bunch of kids, with one of my classes that I teach physics. So yeah, that's in Haifa, so it's in the northern part of Israel. I used to live in Haifa when I was myself a student. Like, I did my diploma in electrical engineering, my undergraduate, and it was there. It was like the Israeli lucrative institute that likes to compare itself to MIT. I don't know how that comparison holds, but in the relative terms, like relative to Israel, it's like the higher esteemed institute. Yeah, could talk about that for a while. Like, could talk about my university experience. I like to rumble on it. And this time I had the opportunity to do that by myself, to myself, just figure things out. First of all, I'll say that yesterday I put on nail polish. Just kidding, it's not on my hand though, it's on my feet. I don't know if you saw that, because I can't see what the camera is seeing. But yeah, put on nail polish with my girlfriend and with our roommate. And I live with them. I live with my girlfriend and two other roommates. One of them currently left to live with her parents, be with her parents for a while. And we did a nail polish party for the first time. Like, we lived together since November. My girlfriend actually lived there a year earlier, and I moved in with her. But like, we started dating only like half a year, few months before I moved in. So we were thinking that maybe it's a good idea, like, not to jump ahead and leave just the two of us. And now next year we are planning to do that. We have plans to move somewhere else. that, no worries, it's nothing nothing really troublesome. Just someone did a what do you call it, traffic he broke the law anyway, a traffic law. So the police was shouting at him. Yeah. So we're planning on moving together, but like I said before, I want to talk about the university, studying in university, how it was for me. Like, to me, I started going to university when I was 18. Now in Israel, usually most people, when they turn 18, they're conscripted to the army. They go to the army for 3 years or so, sometimes 2 years, sometimes 3 years. Those who fight hard enough or have like serious physical conditions, medical conditions, like they can get no, what's your word for it, where you don't have to do that. They don't have to go to the army. You get a pass. I don't know. In Hebrew we call it p'tor. Anyway, they get a p'tor where they don't have to go to the army. And I wasn't one of those people. Like, I was the leftist by then. So, like, I thought the military was important. I was fed that from a young age. I wanted to contribute to my country, to defend my people. I was a Zionist when I was 17 and 18. And so, rather than going to the army, I decided, yeah, I'm gonna pursue my degree in engineering, electrical engineering, in the Technion, in the lucrative institute, in the top institute in the country. And then I'm gonna be in military service for 6 years. 6 whole years, not just the regular 3, but 6. Because I wanna be a Zionist. And I wanna do great stuff for my country. So 6 years of engineering in the military, and they help with financially with the studies, but that's not why I went there. Like, it's not even that big of a help. It's less than the tuition fees. It's less than the rent that I paid. They couldn't even guarantee that I get. Couldn't even guarantee that I get the cheaper rent inside the university. They were just, yeah, we'll give you I don't know, it's around $2,500. I'm converting shekels to dollars, so I'm not sure that I'm accurate. $2,500 a year, and you can figure it out. Wait a moment. So yeah, it was that. And they even told me I got into the program a day after the studies started, like the university year started. So like I missed the first year, I missed the direction part. So I just went in there. Luckily I had a friend from town that was there too, and he kind of helped me figure my way around. I got to the mulberry, like the ritual, my new ritual. Stopping here and eating mulberries. Yeah. So I didn't do it for the money, for the financial aid. For some people it's really helpful. I was lucky enough to have my parents support me. I didn't think I could have done it by myself. And just thanks to the army's financial aid, that wouldn't be enough. But anyway, the other main reason for me to go there was that I really wanted to be like, to experience some freedom in my life. Like not freedom from the army, freedom basically from my parents. We weren't in the best of terms, especially like in the last years of me living there. Like when I was in high school, I felt like I was really limited in what I can and can't do, what they would put up with or not put up with. I would have to, in my experience, I would have to be dishonest about the things that I do and the places where I go. Because if I were honest, I knew that a lot of those things they would prevent me from doing. Yeah, those are so tasty. You have no clue. I hope you have those in America and in other parts of the world. Cause like, if not, you're missing out, big time. It's like street food. It's food and it's free and it's on the street. It's everything that should be. Let's see that I'm not super late. No, I'm not super late. I have like 2 more minutes to munch here, and then I'll go on to the school. Anyway, so yeah, my other motive for going was like to live the student life, to experience some freedom. I felt very repressed growing up, and I wanted to see what it's like to live by myself. Also, like, I was very good at school. Like, everything came easy for me. I wanted the challenge of like, I wanted to challenge myself. I was like, yeah, studying in university, that would be a challenge. That would be developing my mind, my brain, and stuff. So yeah, so that's what I did. And so I started. First year was like, oh my god, it's really tough. I gotta study super hard. It's the first time I experienced real hardship studying for anything. Like in school, most of the stuff I just got from being in class and listening to the teachers saying whatever they're saying. If it was important to me, I would go over the material before the exam and get like a good grade. If it didn't, then I could just not go over anything and get a okay grade, like an 80. And and that was that. I had a bit of a hurdle with the humanities where like I would just get to the point of what I wanted to say and not sum up the whole material as they sometimes expect you to do. But yeah, I practiced that a bit with my sister, and it proved to be like it fixed things for me. So yeah, I had it memorizing details and stuff like that, because I was like, yeah, I'm not here to memorize, I'm here to understand. So like, get to the point. I had some resistance in that way. But yeah, math, physics, it all came quite easy for me. And in the Technion, suddenly I did study math and physics, and it was hard. Super hard. Like yeah. I don't even know how to say. And it was unfortunate for me, because like I didn't have any studying methods that work for me that I know, that I'm practiced at. I was just like winging it up until then. And then I needed to learn how to sit on my butt and read and reread and cram and do whatever it takes to get things up in my noggin, as the cool YouTube kids say, apparently. Yeah, it's funny to me to record a thing and then it's in New York, but it's in Tel Aviv, the song. Yeah, anyway, so that I had shitty studying habits. We couldn't do that, and so like first year I managed to scrape by because I had like put lots of time into it. But then I was like discovering myself all of a sudden. Like I figured I'm attracted to boys too. My mind was opened about that. I figured I'm not a Zionist. I was becoming a full-blown leftist by then. By the end of my second year there. And my mind was torn between this studying thing that I know that I care about and have to do, but also preoccupied with all those things that I'm discovering about myself, about life. And it was hard to hold those things together. And I was having a relationship then with my first serious girlfriend. We dated for like a year plus a month. I knew her actually in the middle of the first year. We broke up in the middle of the second year. So my grades in the first year, which is considered to be the most difficult, like were actually pretty decent, because like I had this struggle and I managed to have made it. But then, like in the second year and third year, I was so preoccupied, so distracted. I had like drama about my sexuality, about my political beliefs, my value system. And I wanted to find myself in the world. I wanted to be someone. Like I felt like up to that point I was like this, like you have those main characters in anime or in whatever shows that are like just a normal dude. They're nice, they're smart, but yeah, there's nothing like, you can't say anything about them. And yeah, so like second year was a downfall, third year was a disaster, fourth year I was failing more courses than I was passing. And then I was like, yeah, it's time to stop. Like it was destined to be a 4-year degree. I was in the middle of my 5th year already. I asked for a postpone from the army, and then I was said, okay, no more postpones. I'll just get in there, do the thing. I didn't want to do the military service anymore, but I had not much of a choice because like they wouldn't let an engineer out that easily. Getting there, finishing my degree, two courses at a time at a semester, and it will be fine. And so that's what I initially did. Though after a year I was like, okay, it's gonna be long, but I'm not staying here for 6, for another 5. So like I went to a psychologist, army psychologist, army therapist, you could say. And for half a year I was sitting in their office and whatever. But yeah, that's about the army. That's for a separate video. About university, like that was actually when I discovered, like studies wise, I flourished that time. Like I was taking 2 courses. It was the load wasn't crazy, and like I would get back home from the army and I'd be like, yeah, that's the fun part of the day. I get to like study, expand my brain. I had time to read the extra material that I was interested in, which I never had time for in uni. I was just scraping by, trying to hand in the thing. Then like 4 a.m. when it was due that day. It was totally different. I didn't fail anything. I got like 80s and 90s, even 100 in one course. One real course, not just like whatever course that you use as a filler for your degree. And now that's my advice for a lot of people who like struggle in their degrees. Like you could take it easily, more easy, and do better maybe. Like have another life, do other things, and integrate it, and not just full on study. Anyway, I'm reaching school. Bye bye.